Tonight, we're going to talk about the death penalty. Now, I'm for it, but people go, oh yeah, but would you pull the switch? Yes, I'd pull the switch. I'd even pay money to, like Lance Bass did to become an astronaut. Actually, I'd pay money to pull the switch on Lance Bass. Now listen. Well, Texas, the execution capital of the United States, was 10 minutes away from hitting the 300 mark last week. Okay? Delmore Banks was 10 minutes away from being executed when he received his stay. Do you know he must have been like thanking God so much? Like, oh, thank God, after all that praying, right? I mean, well, the guy he killed is probably in heaven going, God, you're blind! You blew it! Come on, that was a bad call, God. Maybe next time I'll move to do the different characters. Either way, let's do a capital. Go ahead, fella.
What God was he thanking, though?
Who?
Probably some dirty Arab god.
Don't waste any time, huh?
Yeah, you heard me. It's going down tonight. You can't stop it.
It's going down tonight,
down tonight.
All right. So,
I know it. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, of course it was Texas. I mean, this is the capital of executions. I mean,
right.
when GW was down there, a lot of minorities went to the chair. And I think he shocked more black people than the Def Comedy Jam.
He's got a point, man. You know, look, that's a lot of pressure to put a brother under executing him. All right, now I'm not even talking about the actual execution. I'm talking about everything that leads up to it. Like, cool out here, we're gonna kill you in about 3, maybe 4 years, unless of course the governor calls. Yeah, I'll be waiting on that page until get around to it.
But do you believe in the death penalty?
Huh? Well, in theory, yeah, but I just don't think. I mean, how they gonna execute something like this? We got congressmen that have sex with women that disappear. Who are they to say we're gonna kill this one or this one?
Yeah.
That's one guy.
Thank you, both of them.
They make plenty of mistakes, I think, and they realize that after this DNA evidence has become very popular. Now, come on, it's like an eye for an eye. Why should you go and kill someone if someone?
If one guy has to go, innocent guy, to get 100, sorry, just hope it's not you, okay? That's all there is to it. Goddamn right.
Well, it's not really 1 in 100. I mean, when Illinois started doing DNA testing, they freed 32 people that were about to be executed.
Yeah, and who was it? Janine Garofalo, mayor of Michigan?
Leave Janine alone.
Okay, pick any liberal ass.
So basically, the DNA testing is a double-edged sword. They could come up to you and go, "Hey, we cleared you on the rape case, but tested positive for lupus. Good luck."
That's very funny.
So you believe in the death? You don't believe in the death penalty?
No, I don't think you count on a government that can't count the votes or balance a budget to decide
They can
human
count
life.
the votes. They counted them perfectly last time.
Did they?
Oh, right on the money. Right on the money.
Now, don't you think, though, that, like, even the guys in jail, most of them believe in the death penalty in the industry. So you think it's kind of...
That's because they try and get out of jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Timothy McVeigh was executed. He wanted to be executed, which is the reason he should not have been executed, because that's what he wanted, so he should
I
not
agree
have
with
been
that.
executed.
Well,
really?
go ahead.
Yeah. Well, that's the question. Is like life in prison, is that more severe than
Right. Like that Richard Speck.
What you're really asking is, take it in the butt for 30 years. Is that more severe than somebody putting you to sleep? I gotta go yes on that. I don't know from experience.
Well, I'm saying, don't you think the families of the victims should make the choice who should die and live?
No, because sorry.
You know what? I shouldn't.
No.
Yeah, people that forgive these people that kill family, there's something wrong with them.
Yes,
You
thank
don't
you.
forgive
They should be
people
killed.
They're
That's a good
mental.
point. Well, 20 years.
No,
Look,
I think there's something. I mean, come on. How can you forgive?
Why don't
Hold
they
on
just
to
let
grudges. Be
why don't
miserable.
they just
Come
let
on.
you kill them? Like, all right, say somebody kill somebody in your family, and they say, okay, if you want, you can hunt them down and kill them.
that's how it should work.
Then I say, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we need to privatize, like every aspect. Privatize the death penalty.
Death penalty and Social Security.
Now, what about this? You take this guy like this guy from Utah that kidnapped Elizabeth Smart, okay? You don't think if that guy, if he did rape her, which I'm assuming he did for 6 months, don't you think he should probably be killed? Does it have to be just murder you get killed for?
I'm sorry. I'm more scared of her father than him.
Yeah, I agree.
The father is something up. I don't know what's
Yeah,
going
there's
on.
something up with the father.
No girl wants to play the harp at 12. You know what I mean?
And you know what?
Seriously.
Nobody ever wants to see you go like this, like a hawk leg. It still looks a little strange. I never thought I'd live to see the day. Did you?
Yeah. So
Fine, Judy.
Oh, beautiful.
No, I think the father's mental, but that guy should not be killed. He's mental.
But why? What good is he going to do on Earth? Nothing.
That's true.
But why should we kill? Who are we to decide
then
who
you're stuck.
dies?
All these guys are in prison with people that have doing life in prison. Then they got to suffer whatever these guys go through if they know they're never getting out. All the other guys in prison got to suffer because some guy who has no chance of parole is in there.
Plus, we don't know how screwed up she is. She's going to be messed up.
Oh, she's going to be
done.
so bad. Yeah.
Well, yeah. We'll see her on Good Girls Gone
She
Wild.
had plenty of.
Yeah, she's on a
Ripping her
future
perk
reality
off.
show. She's a A-level celebrity in 2000.
I don't know how we took something like this and made it a time. One of the most innocent looking person I ever saw. She's like an angel, this kid.
Yeah, she was.
She had plenty of opportunities to escape too. She was at that campground one night by herself, and she just.
What do you mean by herself?
She was by herself because he was in jail and the other one went somewhere to go.
He got locked up. Wow, how can you kidnap somebody? Why are you in jail?
Exactly.
See? Now that's the difference. That is a white 14. At 14, if you kidnap my black ass, you're going to have to take me further than 20 miles. And you definitely ain't going to be able to take me for no walk. I'm getting away.
What about that?
You grew up in D.C., right?
I grew up in D.C. By 14, I was doing stand up, smoking weed, and sticking my fingers in. Never mind.
All right. Well, I want that visual doing the commercial. A lot of people are against the death penalty. But maybe if we made it more positive and less fear of death, more Buddhist, call it like a death opportunity. Now, think about that while these people try to sell you these things. We'll be right back. Whoa! Now, we all see the kids today, the designer clothes, the expensive sneakers, more bling-bling than an 8th century French king, right? They also dress provocatively or thuggishly. So if you're a teacher, you're having nightmares about the 12-year-old who bumps into you in the hall in Rockaware, or wet dreams about the 14-year-old in the newsboy cap and the paper denims that shows half her tattoo. As fashions get more... As fashions get more provocative for girls and thuggish for boys, a lot of schools are trying to go for school uniforms. What do you guys think about that? That's a good idea, don't you think?
No.
Why not, fella?
Well, you know,
How's that
guys that dress like thugs, the girls that dress like whores, don't put them in uniforms. Put them in a Jay-Z video. Go ahead, Judy.
I grew up watching Catholic schoolgirls in their outfits. And if you're looking to cut down on crime, I mean, single-handedly, I've committed a lot of atrocities just based on that image.
But don't you...
Can I say something?
Is that a crime?
Greg married a Jew. Now, the other thing is...
Good point, Judy. Go ahead.
Did you really?
Yeah, he married a Jew.
Oh,
She's just plugging the religion.
Now... That's a good point. And you know what? He married for love. And she's probably got a lot of...
And she's got the cash. We all have the
doesn't
cash.
hurt.
Is she your agent?
Good night.
Judy, what were you saying?
I agree with Nick on this. Yes, I do not believe in school uniforms.
Why not?
I don't. I don't know.
Here's why I don't.
Wearing your clothes expresses who you are. Now, what does this say about me?
You like
dentist.
You like
I mean, I think it could have helped someone like me because I was 6 feet at 13 and I couldn't fit into any normal clothes. My mother had to make clothes.
So why aren't you for it?
But I'm not for it. I'm really not for it.
Me too. I went to elementary school with a bunch of kids who made more money than me, and they dressed nice. And then I went to high school with some kids who were selling drugs, and they dressed nice. What am I trying to express with my clothes? How poor I am? I don't want to do that. I'd rather have a uniform and just all I had to worry about is sneakers.
That's right. But that's why he became a comedian, because he knew the worst dressed people in the world. The comedians couldn't dress worse than him.
But life is not fair.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think everybody, just because I'm watching the news and some welfare mom going, I think it's good they got uniforms because some people got nicer sneakers than others, and that ain't fair. Well, you know, we have to live in mediocrity because you can't afford good shoes for your kid.
But even when you wore regular clothes, kids would make fun of you in school. They step on your sneakers the first day. Every morning, it was torture for me come in. It's like, oh, your hair looks stupid, your clothes are dirty and wrinkled. I go, come on, Mom. I got to go to class. I'll tell you something else.
Hey, what do you have in your house? This wasn't even at school?
It wasn't even there.
Oh, my God.
A lot of great people wore the same. Einstein wore the same clothes every day. Charlie Brown's a lot of people wear the same gear every day, man. You can't. That's why you wonder why everyone's got all these shallow ass kids, because they got to go to school and compete with clothes. Yeah. But now, granted, my kid is 2 and is rocking some Jordans right now. Yeah. But that's because I'm in show business. He got to look good so I can look good.
Yeah. You don't want a kid to drag you down.
Yeah. I want to mess my image
Personally.
I got to keep them thugged out, Nick.
Yeah, I personally
No, personally, I'm a Jew, and uniforms scare me.
Well, I think
Oh, she's a Jew. She can say that.
You're saying you're a Jew, you can say that.
Yeah. Say that. You made a little Holocaust thing.
I didn't say Holocaust. I said
what uniforms you talking about? Dentists? Come on.
You're talking about,
Jewish
Nazis.
dentists. Right.
There are a lot of Jewish dentists, let's face the facts.
Oh, my
and
God.
I could also fit into the Holocaust with that whole thing.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing.
He's the host. That's what he does. He brings it all together.
Hey, guys, I was just... I'll tell you, I even wore a Catholic school uniform, and they still made fun of me at school. True, I went to public school, but listen to me. I'm rolling.
Always.
The bottom line is, yes, kids are mean little bastards, and every kid feels pressure to get dressed a certain way. There should be uniforms.
They're always going to find something to tease you with.
Yeah, but cut down on the amount they can tease you.
Why not encourage the kid to cultivate his personality instead of stockpiling a bunch of clothes that ain't going to be in style in a couple years anyway? He's going to be trend chasing.
Well, they're not going to fit
for
in
the
a
rest
couple
of his
years.
life.
That's right.
No, this is why they get kidnapped. Every time there's a 13-year-old that gets kidnapped, the missing poster is like some chick with like half a breast, a midriff shirt, and glitter that says, dirty whore. And it's like, oh, is she missing? Who would have guessed that would happen?
I would attribute that to hormones and meat. When I was 11, girls didn't have big ass titties like this, man.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know.
That's right.
You can't go back.
Listen, we have to end this segment. I just want to say the pressure's not right. My 10-year-old niece, another true story.
Oh,
came home
what a
from school.
piece of ass.
She came home. Oh, forget it. We'll be right back after this commercial. Oh, well, look at this. You got the war looming, anti-Americanism all over the globe. We better start banding together racially. Stand together or fall apart. This is what I always say. So Dave Chappelle and I are going to start right here, right now.
That's right.
If you've watched Dave's show, you've seen a segment where Dave got a white woman to sing things no black man could get away with. So tonight, we've each written down a few things that we feel you never get to hear our respective races own up to. They might say, hey, you stole that idea from Chappelle's show. Shut up. Let's just get to it. Okay, this is where the bridge building begins.
All right.
Dave, I guess I'll go first, huh?
All right. Before we do this, just forgive me in advance.
Okay. We haven't seen each other's things yet. That's the thing. Okay. Do you want to give me yours first?
Am I going first?
I don't care.
All right.
White people have not had an original cultural thought since they came up with algebra. Oh, wait. That was the Arabs. Okay. This is one we've been waiting to hear a long time. Please admit it. Please.
Most of the white people I've met in my life were not racist.
Thank you.
With the exception, of course, of old.
Just hearing it was fine for me. Can I have my next one?
Oh, yes. Oh, you're going to love this.
Oh. As much as we accuse black people of stealing, we have stolen people, cultures, and now oil and elections. This one is really going to give me pleasure. It's going to take my ulcer away if you read this thing.
All right. Here it is. In the last 20 years, almost all negative images in the movies, TV, and music have been derogatory towards white people.
Thank you. How dare the white people betray me on that one. All right.
Especially C-SPAN. All right.
Well, that's news.
This is a doozy right here.
Oh. For shizzle, my nizzle used to dribble down in VA.
I always want to hear a white person say that.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to like this one.
Uh-oh. Racism in this country has dropped 95% in the last 40 years.
That had to hurt.
Yeah, from slavery, I'd give you that. Okay.
All right. I don't know why we white people expect blacks to walk off 300 years of slavery when we can't walk off 30 years of affirmative action. Damn it. Oh, here's one that's been bugging me for 3 months.
Oh. The double standard hit a new level when Trent Lott had to apologize for a remark deemed as pro-segregation on a network called Black Entertainment Television, which in its name says that it is pro-segregation.
Thank you. Nick is getting going. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, I was just going to say, when it comes to music and stuff, I'm pro-segregation too. y'all can keep that Lawrence Welk. I'm going to have my BET. I want my BET. Okay.
All right, you want to do this one and I'll do that last one?
Okay.
I just did a quick check. This one's funnier. So go ahead.
The USA has done more to eliminate its racist past than any other country ever.
That really stuck in your throat,
Yeah,
didn't it?
no, it didn't come.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Okay, hit me.
You didn't like this one.
I'm going to dance to it.
Once and for all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for slavery. I'm sorry for Jim Crow. I'm sorry for the corrupt justice system. And most of all, I'm sorry for that whole Kenny G thing. Well, I know that we feel we got things off each other's chest. And it doesn't matter if we don't feel better right away, because someday we're going to look back on this like the Berlin Wall falling. That wall fell, and the barrier separating Eastern Europe and Russian mafia from the West was gone, allowing narco-trafficking and international prostitution. Bad example, but listen, stay tuned for this short film that was thought up by advertisers who hired actors to represent makers of a product. And we'll be right back. All right, thank you. You know, every condemned person is given the opportunity to make a final statement before the state shoves 50 cc's of instant karma into their veins. So I've asked our panel to give us their last words if they were on death row. Let's start with Dave.
All right, this is when the mic's hanging and then if they're going to kill me, I'm just going to grab the mic and start rhyming. I'll probably sing some Tupac. I wonder if heaven got a ghetto.
Greg Fitzsimmons.
I know if someone's going to kill me, I'm going to heckle them on the way. I'm not going to sit there, you know. Nice face. Now I see why you executioners used to wear hoods. I haven't seen clunky black shoes like that since the last Jerry Lewis telethon. Hey, how do you qualify for a job like this? Walk in the room and turn on a lamp? Don't look at me with pity on that unibrow. Later on tonight, you'll be eating a TV dinner and beating your wife. I'll be listening to Hendrix Jam with Keith Moon while I hit on JFK and Marilyn Monroe. Go ahead, kill me. I've done the Late Show Fridays at Yuck Yucks in Cleveland. This is a relief.
All right, Judy Gold.
I think the last thing I would say would be, first of all, don't forget to return the videos. Second, my advice to the next person getting fried is, don't get the veal, it sucks. And finally, who was I supposed to around here to get my own show?
All right. How about Nick DiPaolo?
First, I'd like to thank the people at Carnegie Deli for the delicious meal. Nothing settles a nervous stomach like a Dom DeLuise on Pumpernickel. I know the world believes what I did was wrong. To lock 30 people in a hotel room and set it on fire might seem harsh, even insane. But I stand by my actions, and I know there's at least one person out there who believes, like me, that the world is a better place now that the producers of Are You Hot have met their fate. My only regret is that I wasn't in the room so that I could hear them turning to each other in those first few moments and asking, "Are you hot?"
Oh, that's beautiful. I say I should have picked Jacoby, not Myers. Thank you very much. That's the end of the show and the beginning of your awakening. We'll see you tomorrow.